everyone, and welcome to Get Down 6. I'm Todd Kennelly, along with Rob Abreu. We've already brought you 5 great Get Down MMA events. It's hard to believe that it's been that many so far, Rob. And this has really typified what amateur MMA is all about. It really is a proving ground for the future stars of this great sport.
And fortunate enough for the fans here at the Yost Theater, they've gotten to see some of the most exciting amateur MMA fights put together. Some rising stars, David Duran, Christian the Beast Aguilera. We have champions like Lam Pham as well, all competing here as they attempt to kickstart a professional MMA career.
All 3 of those guys claimed championship gold right here in Get Down Promotions. And how about David Duran? Also what amateur MMA is all about. Make a name for yourself. Prove yourself. Get that confidence needed, those fights under your belt until you climb that ladder of success and go pro. That's exactly what the Farmer of Destruction has done. And fans, right here, you get to see tomorrow's stars of MMA today, and that's what we've seen here on Get Down.
No, and speaking of David Duran, he's just buzzsawed completely through all his opponents. He had been tested only one time before in the cage. Other than that, it's been all first-round submissions. And then again, we see a guy like Christian the Beast Aguilera set to return now after a controversial victory last time out against Joshua Jones.
Oh, the Beast. He felt ready. He was ready to go pro. He hated that there were questions on that knockout victory, but he will come back. He will defend that title right here and Get Down, and we can only hope that it'll be coming up soon. But let's switch gears to tonight's action. We talked about the familiar faces, and there will be some of those tonight, including Gutierrez, who returns after losing that title fight to David Duran. Can he bounce back tonight?
I think Adrian can. He's at 34 years old. He's sensing the urgency of his career. It's now or never. He now moved down a weight class, down to 125, hoping to avoid the likes of a David Duran. And we'll find out here tonight if he could reinvigorate his career.
Trying to reinvent himself in a new weight class. A lot of fighters do that, don't they, after losing a big title fight?
Absolutely. They see the danger there. A lot of these guys are cutting 20, 30 pounds. A lot of times you got to fight a bigger opponent. Might as well increase your chances of a victory, drop down in weight, and become the bigger man, which gives you a tremendous physical advantage out there.
And David Garcia would love to pick up the victory in the main event because Gutierrez has scored a couple of big previous victories here on Get Down. Can Garcia capitalize and maybe get himself in title contention? And a lot of other unique matchups here tonight, including the match that we are going to kick things off with after the break. It's the classic battle of striker versus grappler. What do you think is going to win out tonight?
I would give the advantage to the grappler, especially at the lower levels of MMA. We see the wrestlers have a tremendous advantage. Carl Rollins from Hawaii fighting the Shotokan black belt, Joseph Pisano, is our first bout of the evening.
Yeah, and that's coming up next. Shotokan, you know, a style that is used by legendary fighter Miyoto the Dragon Machida. It worked for him. Will it work for Pisano tonight? That and many other intriguing matchups. And when we come back, it's time to get in the cage. It's time for some action. It's time to fight on right here on Get Down 6. Welcome back to Get Down 6. You take a look outside and now inside the historic Yost Theater. Always just brimming with anticipation. Getting set for our first fight of the night. We take a look at the tail of the tape. Carl Rollins in the red corner, originally from Maui, Hawaii. He wrestled at San Clemente High School, home of the Tritons, so he's good on the mat. He takes on Joseph Pisano out in the blue corner, who is a black belt in Shotokan Karate. Expect him to want to stand and bang in our opening contest. Getting ready for action here. Fighters pacing back and forth like caged tigers. Bell sounds, and here we go. Carl Rollins again in the red, Joseph Pisano in the blue. Expect Rollins to try and take him down early, I would imagine.
That's right. Ken Rollins is actually the 2013 California State Pancration Champion, so he does have some amateur MMA experience coming into this bout.
You saw some of those flashy karate strikes there, though, by Pisano, but now the wrestling takes control. Pisano, we talked about, black belt in Shotokan Karate, so this is not going to be his comfort zone on the ground.
Boy, both hooks in already early on. Pisano is a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, but he's in trouble here. Look for Rollins to soften him up with some punches and attack the neck here.
Carl Rollins, his nickname, Nohea, his Hawaiian name. and he's on top of him, just crashing down like a wave on the North Shore, trying to put him away, maybe going to choke him out. Now peppers him with strikes.
If Rollins can flatten him out here, which he's trying to do with his hips, boy, Pisano is in deep trouble here. Pisano looked for him to try to escape by putting his back up against the cage. That will neglect Rollins' attack here.
Pisano up to his knees, going to try maybe get to a vertical base. Try and find a way out of this. Wrist control perhaps would be a good option as well, but certainly in the quicksand now, struggling as Rollins in firm control.
Boy, Rollins doing a great job of being patient. A lot of fighters here would rush to go for the choke. Rollins staying patient, trying to open up with punches, trying to use his hips to flatten him out. Got to be careful not to get too high, as we've seen in previous get-downs where Edgar Frias got slammed on his neck here.
Yeah, and don't want to let Pisano just escape out the back door as well if you get a little too heavy on the front side of things. But the hooks are in deep. Now he's straightening him out. And credit to Pisano, though, he's staying game in there. He's trying to fight his way out of this, but to no avail thus far. Looks like it might be cinched in now, Rob.
Boy, Pisano doing a great job, but he's not really trying to escape. If he just sits here all around, he's going to get finished. And that's it, he tapped out.
Impressive victory there by Carl Rollins. Just riding the wave of momentum after that big takedown. And the Hawaiian gets the submission victory as we take a look back at the action, Rob.
Yeah, as we take a look here, Rollins maintaining that top position, uses the hips to flatten Pisano out. Pisano not really trying to improve his position, could have jumped to his back, jump up against the cage to get Rollins off of him, but he just continued to sit there. And if you sit there with a man like the California State Pancration champion, Carl Rollins, on your back for an entire round, you're going to get finished. And that's what happened here with the rear naked choke.
Absolutely nothing in his Shotokan karate playbook that could help him here. You cannot be one-dimensional in the sport of mixed martial arts, and it cost Pisano in this fight. And now Carl Rollins improves to 1-0 in his debut fight. Impressive. Rollins has got to be excited there with his trainer, Adam Watts. The official word when we return on Get Down 6. Welcome back, everyone, to Get Down 6. Carl Rollins, big smile on his kisser, the elation of a fighter that just won his debut fight. As we get ready for the official word, standing by in the ring, our ring announcer, Angelo Trinidad. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official decision, your winner via tap out, rear naked choke, 1 minute 59 seconds into the first round, Carl
Rollins picks up the victory in his debut fight. Got to be excited. Back to the drawing board for Pisano, and there you see it. To the victor goes the spoils. About to take a trip back and look at the action. The fight recap brought to you by Dollar Loan Center, don'tbebroke.com.
That's right, Todd. Carl Rollins, the San Clemente high school wrestler, not messing around with the Shotokan black belt of Joseph Pisano, establishes a double underhook, takes him down, gets the back control, quickly establishes hooks, and really that was the fight there. Pisano really couldn't escape Noheia's top control, and you see him here softening him up, Pisano, with punches, eventually sinking in the rear naked choke and finishing the fight late in the first round.
And Rollins really never wasted any time, but he kept his composure, knew that he had his man in a compromising position. The karate didn't get the job done for Pisano, as ultimately he was submitted in the very first round of this fight. And Patty is standing by in the back with our winner.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Carl Noheia Rollins. Carl, congratulations, how are you feeling?
Amazing, thank you.
That was, it was kind of an awkward start to the fight. Your opponent had somewhat of a strange fighting style. How did you adjust to that?
Honestly, I just kind of resorted to my wrestling. I knew his striking was starting to land and I had enough of it. Just took him to the ground and did what I know how to do.
So I know you were a California State Pancration champ.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel that that experience helped you in this event here?
Absolutely. It's a good way of getting your feet wet, feeling out, making sure it's something you want to do without getting too beat up, thrown into something like this. So
is it your first fight?
First fight in Octagon, yes, ma'am.
And how are you feeling about that? What are your plans for the future? Like, do you feel motivated to continue a career in this, or what's going on in your mind?
Absolutely. I definitely want to continue fighting. keep getting amateur fights as long as the promoters send them my way, and hopefully one day, you know, meet the big show. So
Definitely. Well, hopefully we'll see you back here at Get Down Promotions. Thanks so much.
thank you, and I just wanted to thank, this fight was for my boy Malachi. He's about to turn 2 in August, so this one's for him. And then I wanted to thank my coaches, Adam Watts, Coach Finaki, Darby, everyone over at Finish Strong and San Clemente, Fight Strong. They're the best. Couldn't have done it without any of them.
Thank you so much, Carl, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Get Down 6, Roberto Moreno. He made quick work of his opponent last time. He battles Matthew Schrader. 185-pounders go to war. Coming up next. Welcome back to Get Down 6, a candid look to the back. Fighters preparing for battle inside the Yost. We look at the tail of the tape for our next fight, brought to you by VersaClimber. Roberto Moreno, a perfect 1-0. Beat his opponent last time on Get Down in just 9 seconds. Can he do it again? He takes on Matthew Schrader, who went to San Diego State University. He's off to med school, but will he operate on his opponent here tonight? Getting set for action. The calm before the storm here, Rob.
Look for Moreno to come out aggressive, Todd. Remember, his last fight only lasted 9 seconds.
Moreno.
Oh, he eats a right cross. My goodness. Buckled him, Todd. I'm surprised Moreno was able to survive that. Looks like he's shaking out the cobwebs.
Yep, trying to weather the storm after the nice shot there by Schrader.
Boy, it looks like Schrader wants a technical battle, and Moreno just wants to brawl here.
Schrader just throwing heavy bombs.
Moreno's hurt.
Over the top with a huge overhand right. And Moreno is out.
Unbelievable. Moreno come out ready to throw down. He thought he was facing Nolan Newberry again. It was going to be a short night.
Take a look back at the action here, Rob.
Boy, that right cross just buckled him. And miraculously, Moreno was able to close the distance, looking to shake off the cobwebs here, and he was ready to throw down again. Fearless Robert Moreno, but it came back to haunt him as we see Matthew Schrader here duck under the punch, an overhand right to the ear, another overhand right, and that was it for Robert Moreno. Good night.
Yeah, he was absolutely rocked from that first big uppercut that buckled the knees. There you see him go down. So Schrader makes quick work of Moreno, giving Moreno a taste of his own medicine here in the first round. We will be back with the official word right after this on Get Down 6. What a knockout. Welcome back, everyone, to Get Down 6. Welcome back inside the Yost Theater as the dust settles from a dynamic knockout victory. Moreno's just got to be wondering what hit him as we get set for the official word. Here's the voice of the Get Down cage, Angelo Trinidad.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via TKO, 29 seconds into round 1, Matthew Schrader!
Tell you what, Rob, talk about making your debut in grand fashion. Unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, Todd, that was pretty much a bar fight.
As we take a look back at the fight recap, brought to you by VersaClimber. Take us through it, Rob. There he got buckled.
We saw him get buckled there with the right hand. He closed the distance. Smart move there. Try to get the cobwebs back here as he backs out, disengages with Schrader. And then you got to give Moreno his props here. He comes back and he tries to engage, and he's out headhunting for Schrader. And Schrader here just adjusts, gets his timing down, throws a couple overhand rights, takes off the equilibrium of Moreno. And once he did that, it was all over.
I'll tell you what, Moreno, you see him go down there. I think he might have been on autopilot after that first punch. Patty, take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm here with Matthew Schrader. Matthew, congratulations. I know this was your first fight in your career, right?
Yep.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I don't think he touched me, so yeah, I feel really
Yeah, it was
good.
definitely a wild fight. It looked like you both came out swinging really hard. Was there something in his style that made you go at him more aggressive?
Yeah, he was doing really loopy punches, and I saw the that he did it two times in a row, and then I ducked under the third one, and then I went in and finished him. So
Looked like you got him with a right cross and he buckled. Did you know that it was over at that point?
you know, I was prepared to take it to the ground and ground and pound him, but he jumped in and stopped it. So Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was done when I punched him.
So do you feel like you were adequately prepared for this fight? I know it's...
Yeah, I think I prepared too much. I'm in super good shape right now, and I ran 6 miles a night, and it lasted 30 seconds. So
was it different fighting in this environment as opposed to training in the gym, being that it's your first fight?
I'm used to getting my ass beat in training. I'm used to people just punching me in the face at will and just taking it and trying to eventually get one punch in. And today I was the one that came out on top. So I train with a bunch of really good people at Subfighter MMA, and they are my good friends. And that's what prepared me for today. So
next time, I'm assuming that you're going to be fighting again, right?
I don't know. I'm about to go off to medical school, so I don't know if I'm going to have time. One guy at the gym that I train at is actually at UCLA medical school, so he kind of inspires me, but I'll see if I have time. I need to make sure I get my grades straight and that I'm doing well with my studies first.
Well, hey, you did great today, and it was great to watch. Congratulations. Looks like you didn't even break a sweat.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Coming up next on Get Down 6, as you see DJ Jungle Jeff entertaining the crowd here in the Yost Theater, it's going to be McLean McKinnon out of Fight Strong MMA, the same gym as the victorious Carl Rollins. You see him fired up, getting ready for battle. He takes on this man about to go into the cage, Garrett Whitman. He's 1-0, trying to turn things around for Tomaselli Academy here tonight as Get Down 6 rages on.
The following is a fitness tip from VersaClimber, the recognized leader in total body cardio vertical training.
Hey, Brett here with VersaClimber, and today I'm going to kind of show you the versatility of the VersaClimber. It's one machine with a lot of different options that you can do in your workout. The first and easiest type of workout you can do is a simple shallow step, 5 to 8 inches. And this is what I recommend for anybody kind of just starting out, general using it, is just a nice shallow step. Now, if you want to increase the intensity a little bit, you can apply the resistance and you can take a longer, deeper stride. And then if you wanted to do interval sprint training for energy system development, it looks something like this. It's called interval sprints. And you follow those sprints up with active rest, with a sprint with active rest. And then the last but not least is the side handrails. Use it as a stepper only. And there you have it. Those are your training tips for the week. Enjoy the fight.
Welcome back, everybody, to Get Down 6. Welcome back to the Yost Theater. Great crowd on hand as we get set for our third big fight of the night. We take a look at the tail of the tape, brought to you by VersaClimber. Garrett Whitman out of Tomaselli Academy is a perfect 1-0. He fights out of the red corner. He takes on McLean McKinnon, making his debut tonight, but his trainer Adam Watts has already had some success. Can he go 2-0 tonight as Get Down 6 rages on here from the Yost? Bell sounds, Whitman in the red, McClellan. Oh, goodness me! Good night, Irene, and any other cliche for a knockout.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Dios mio, what a head kick there. Excuse me, turned out the lights. Didn't pay the electricity bell. Just put them away just like that. Unbelievable.
I tell you what, Todd, I talked to Garrett Whitman at the weigh-ins this morning and at the fighter meetings. He told me, oh, here we go, let's check out the replay. Whitman comes out, McAllister drops his hand, and oh my goodness, flush right across the chin, the right leg. Good night, McLean McKinnon.
Highlight reel knockout as we take another look. As you mentioned, hands dropped, and so did he. Decisive, immediate knockout there by Whitman.
Unbelievable. What we're calling now 4 seconds into the first round. Oh, again, as we watch it, absolutely brutal. As Whitman faked the front kick, switches hips over. As you see, fakes the front kick here, turns his hips over, and oh my goodness, just crushes McLean McKinnon.
Nasty, nasty knockout there. As you see, and you hate to see this, the medical team coming in to assist with McClellan, but he's sitting up, and that is a great sign. I gotta believe he has no idea the license plate of that truck that just hit him. We will be back with the official word after this on Get Down 6. Man.
Get Down 6 on LA56 KDOC-TV is sponsored in part by Fletcher Jones Motor Cars, the #1 Mercedes-Benz dealership in the country, and by Versa Climber, the recognized leader in total body cardio vertical training, and by Dollar Loan Center, your community short-term leader.
Welcome back to Get Down 6. Still a smile on the face of Garrett Whitman. What a highlight reel knockout. We'll see it again momentarily. But first, standing by for the official decision in this one, Angelo Trinidad. Make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of knockout, 4 seconds into round number 1,
Garrett Whitman, what an impressive victory. I got to tell you what, I'm happy to see McLean McKinnon just on his feet as we take a look back at the fight recap. Won't take long.
No, Todd, didn't take long, and that's Garrett Whitman's style. 2 fights now and Get Down, 50 seconds total of cage time. The former CIF Southern Section golfer comes in and just runs right through his opponents.
Oh, he went into the bag, pulled out the driver as we take another look. The torque, what's cooler than cool? Ice cold, and that's what his opponent was after that huge head kick.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Garrett Whitman. Garrett, I gotta tell you, I don't even know what to ask you. I blinked and I missed it. Can you tell me what happened?
I threw a little Brazil kick. I practice that kick a lot. We practice everything at our gym. Can I say thank you to a few people real fast?
Yeah.
I just want to thank Thomas Elliott Academy, everybody there. You're my family. Thank you so much. I want to thank my family and my friends. You guys are everything to me. Thank you.
So I know that this is your second fight here at Get Down. Last fight, it was a really short fight as well. Coming in here, were you prepared for this, or what did you think was going to happen?
I was ready for anything, but I want to land that kick. Anytime I get a chance, I want to land that kick. That's my kick.
Are you shooting for a title fight now, or what is your plan? What do you want to do now?
I'm shooting to get back into the gym on Tuesday. That's all I want to do.
Is this something that you're going to pursue as a career in MMA?
We'll find out.
Keeping us in suspense out there, Garrett.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. It was a great fight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Crowd still buzzing inside the Yost Theater from that hellacious knockout, but what is yet to come in the cage and hanging from the rafters at Get Down 6 coming up next. It's this man, Kareem Masarani, making his amateur debut, getting set to step into battle. He takes on Zachary McAllister with a 1-0 record, tries to keep on rolling next.
Welcome back. Before we get on to our next fight, remember, Get Down Promotions return June 22nd here at the Yost Theater. For more information, check out GetDownPromotions.com. Nothing beats coming out and experiencing the fights here in person. And now, on to our next bout. Here's Todd with the tail of the tape, presented by VersaClimber.
Zachary McAllister out of the red corner. He's got a perfect 1-0 record. Can he keep it rolling tonight? He's got great wrestling skills. He takes on Kareem Masarani. Get this, the owner of Newport Tattoo. Is he going to specialize in some black and blue ink tonight? We'll find out in the cage. Here we go. Zach McAllister, a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, also trains under Antonio McKee, a great professional fighter, taking on Masarani in the blue.
Yeah, Tom Masarani, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Been around a lot of schools here in Orange County, very popular guy. A lot of folks in attendance to watch his debut here tonight.
Looking to change levels, looking for the takedown, likely McAllister. Trying to exercise his will. Both men now trading. Masarani really drops low, but
Masarani pulls half guard there. But Todd, did you notice Zachary McAllister just throw him up against the cage there? Definitely that athleticism and strength factor is going to be in favor of Zachary McAllister here.
Masarani tried to grab a hold of the leg and secure a single leg takedown. Both men now up against the cage. Out of the scramble, neither man gets the decisive advantage thus far. High-paced action so far in this one, Rob.
Yeah, Masarani came out, shot that double, immediately pulled half guard. Now he's got Zachary McAllister pressed up against the cage, looking to slow the pace down as McAllister drops him, throws the high kick.
Well, maybe taking a page out of the playbook of fights past as Masarani on the mat yet again. Going to perhaps try and get into guard here, but McAllister just pounded away, trying to put him away with strikes.
Boy, Kareem's got to get out of this position. This is a dangerous spot for him. He's got a big athlete, a big wrestler on top, dropping huge right hands.
Inside 30 seconds now. Can Maserani weather the storm? Can he survive? Can he get anything going?
Todd, it looks like he's going for a leg here, but when you commit to a leg lock, the knee bar, he's got two hands on McAllister's leg, and McAllister's just raining down left hands to the side of the face.
Yeah, dangerous punches there. Could hit him right in the side of the head, in the temple, and put him away. Now coming up underneath to the jaw. Just absolutely turning Maserani into hamburger as the first round comes to a close. We'll be back with round 2 on Get Down 6 right after this. Setting the stage here in the Yost Theater for round 2 here on Get Down 6. McAllister in the red. Maserani in the blue. Maserani, tattoo specialist, ironically enough. He was the one getting tattooed by big strikes at the end of the first round, Rob.
Yeah, dominant round by Zachary McAllister. However, McAllister's got to be careful. He seemed not afraid to engage with Maserani on the ground. Remember, Maserani, a brown belt under Philippe Vogelin, very dangerous. See there, he's just pulling half guard. This is where Maserani wants this fight to take place. He's very dangerous from here.
Could this be the window of opportunity that Maserani needs to turn this thing around? But again, as we've seen, Zachary McAllister so powerful, expect him to posture up and rain away the strikes, and that is what he's doing right now.
Yeah, you saw Maserani there was taking a beating in half guard. He's looking to turtle up here and try to improve his position. And now he's in danger again. If he gets flattened out here, Todd, it doesn't bear good news for Kareem Maserani. He's got to get an underhook. He's got to get on his side. He's got to get to his knees and try to sweep or take down Zachary McAllister.
McAllister with the jiu-jitsu background as well as a wrestling background, so when he gets top position, going to be tough to deal with. Inside, a minute to go. Into the full mount goes McAllister, ground and pound, and Maserani giving up his back here, it looks like, Rob.
Yeah, I think Maserani's pretty comfortable, not afraid of getting choked out here, but he gets flattened out. He can get grounded and pounded and finished.
Hammer fist now by McAllister. Just throwing punches in bunches, trying to put him away and scoring big points on the judges' scorecards in the process.
No, without a doubt, he's dominating the action here. He had the first round locked up. Looks like he's about to lock up the second round, but very dangerous move there, Todd. He forgot to secure the far side underhook, and if Kareem can explode up, he could try to attempt to take the back, but Kareem was unable to be successful there.
McAllister just throwing leg kicks now, not allowing Maserani any space to get back to a vertical base. Inside 10 seconds to go now in round 2 as McAllister dominates another round as he is in firm control of this fight. Bell sounds. Can Maserani pull a rabbit out of his hat? Can he turn things around in the third and decisive round when we return on Get Down 6? Welcome back, everyone, to Get Down 6, third and final round. Will this one go the distance? Zachary McAllister in the red. He's been dominant. He's taken on Kareem Maserani in the blue. What does Maserani need to do to get out of the doghouse in this fight? Get something going, Rob.
I think he's just got to end up on top. You've seen him work from the bottom, hasn't been successful. In between rounds, he looked beat up and exhausted. He's got to slow the pace down and hope he can pull out a miracle, an arm, catch McAllister's neck, or maybe another leg lock attempt.
Great transition there by McAllister. Maserani went for the takedown, and McAllister showed great takedown defense, got a good wide base, got this thing turned around, and it looks to be very reminiscent of the earlier 2 rounds.
He's going for the knee here again, Todd. Knee bar, he's got the sweep. This could be close.
Oh, he might steal one here if he can straighten it out.
Well, he's digging down deep. He was beat up in between rounds. I think the athleticism here of Zachary McAllister has really played a part in Kareem wearing down, but he's got a straight ankle lock here, Todd.
Unbelievable. Did I say, is he going to pull a rabbit out of his hat or what? He just might pull off a little hocus pocus if he can get the submission victory, but he's only got less than a minute to work with now.
Yeah, very hard to finish a straight ankle lock in MMA. Kareem's got to get on his side here, and it looks like McAllister's trying to return the favor and going for a foot lock of his own.
A little double your pleasure, double your fun here. Dual leg lock attempts in the third round.
Now, one thing that's going to limit Kareem is amateur MMA rules do not allow heel hooks or toe holds. So all he has here is the option for knee bar and straight ankle. And I tell you what, McAllister's going to come up here and rain down some hammer fists. Again, when you go for leg locks, You put 2 arms on 1 leg and nothing protecting the head.
And from this position, it would seem that McAllister, for all intents and purposes, is out of harm's way. You got to watch out hitting the back of the head. And as you mentioned, right on cue, McAllister just pounds away.
Well, you got to give it up to Maserani, though. The business owner owns Newport Tattoo, a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, shows up here and puts it all on the line.
One heck of a submission attempt, and yes, Maserani showed his toughness, weathering the storm. The fight goes the distance, and we will be back right after this with the official decision after we take another look at the finish of this fight.
Well, here we see late in the 3rd round, McAllister raining down those powerful hammer fists as Kareem's attempting to finish with the straight foot lock, and you just see McAllister comfortable, knowing he's got the fight locked up, just salt and peppering Kareem Maserani here to end the fight.
Dominant performance by McAllister. What will the judges think? Don't go anywhere, fans. Join us right back here after this break on Get Down 6. Welcome back to Get Down 6. How about that for a novelty on a night of dynamic first-round finishes? This one goes the distance. Standing by with the official word, here's Angelo Trinidad.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges scored this fight 30-27, 29-28, and 30-25. Your winner by unanimous decision, Zachary McAllister!
Impressive victory there and dominant performance. Unanimous decision victory for Zachary McAllister as we're getting set to take a look back at the action. This one went the distance. Your recap brought to you by VersaClimber.
That's right, Todd. The power, strength, and athleticism of Zachary McAllister was the difference tonight. He used that to dominate top position, ground and pound on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, Kareem Maserani, as we see Kareem here shoot for a double leg and pull half guard. Really a theme throughout the fight as he was unable to gain top position on the former Torrance High School wrestling star, Zachary McAllister.
Zachary McAllister, yeah, big shot there as well. Caught him flush with the left, steps in with the high kick attempt. You know, no offense to Christian Aguilera, but McAllister was a beast in this fight.
That would be a hell of a fight. Maybe some of the matchmakers can put together sometime in the future. Both very athletic, nice wrestling backgrounds for both fighters.
As we take a look further on into deeper water in the fight, a Superman punch attempt there by Maserani, trying anything he could, but the power continued to be on display by McAllister.
And really, McAllister did a great job on the ground. I thought he'd be in danger more often against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, as you see him there attempting to take the back, and then, of course, standing up. Just the power, strength, and athleticism was too much for Kareem tonight.
Great takedown defense as well. There you see it with that wide sprawl by McAllister, but now take us through the leg lock attempt late, a window of hope for Maserani.
Again, Kareem went for the knee bar, used that to get the sweep. He had the straight ankle lock here up against the cage, but again, I bring up the camel rules, maybe hurt him a little bit in his options. He could have switched to possibly a heel hook, which is a much more dangerous move, a higher percentage of finish, but was unable to do that as Zachary McAllister took home the victory.
Yep, too little, too late for Maserani. Patty standing by with McAllister.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Zachary McAllister. Zachary, congratulations. I know you're now 2-0 after this fight. Tell me how it felt in there.
It felt really good. I went into the camp training pretty hard. I found out he was a jiu-jitsu specialist, so decided to keep it on the feet with him and see how you do.
Your jiu-jitsu seemed like it was right on point. Were you practicing your takedown defense?
Yeah, I mean, I wrestled in college and high school. I mean, he did get me close in a ankle lock, straight ankle, but just fought through it and didn't really have the heel all the way in, so.
You went all 3 rounds. The fight went to the judges. Were you nervous at all that you weren't going to get the fight?
No, not nervous at all. Just
pretty sure you had it there.
Yeah.
And I mean, your opponent was a pretty tough guy. How did you? Were you surprised by that, or were you wearing yourself out?
In the first round, I did wear myself out a little bit, throwing as much punches as I did at him on the ground. I didn't tell you the truth, I didn't think he was going to be able to take that much punishment, and he did, and he's a great fighter, and I respect him a lot, and I wish him the best in the future.
Well, he was definitely a tough guy, but you got him. Congratulations. What's next for you? Are you continuing your your career in MMA?
Yeah, just the next one I'll be fighting actually June 8th up in San Francisco.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much.
Will
we see you back here in GetDown?
If I get invited back, of course.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Zachary.
Coming up next on Get Down 6, one fight to go, and it will be main event time as Daniel Garcia battles Adrian Gutierrez. This should be a good one, and it's coming up right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Get Down 6. Time for our main event, as we're going to take a look at the tail of the tape brought to you by Fletcher Jones Motor Cars. Adrian Gutierrez in the red corner. He's a real favorite of Get Down MMA. He's had all 3 of his fights here, had 2 victories before running in to the Farmer of Destruction, David Duran. He takes on Daniel Garcia, who's 0-1, currently lives in Las Vegas. He's going to roll the dice and look for a big win in our main event. Fighters ready themselves for our main event, and this should be a good one. Adrian Gutierrez in the red. He's been so impressive, and he comes out throwing fire, dropped weight down to 125 pounds. Plans to maybe stay there, Rob.
Oh, he's down quick here. I tell you what, this is a huge fight for Gutierrez. He might not survive this first round. Gutierrez, oh my God, eats another right hand and a kick.
Garcia just all over him. Is Garcia hungry for his first win or what?
Gutierrez looks like he's on Dream Street, but he keeps coming forward and eats a left kick.
Yeah, that's not going to do him any favors. On rubbery legs, and he goes down again. Referee steps in. Fighter safety so important. And Gutierrez loses a heartbreaker here.
Boy, this was a huge fight for Gutierrez. Let's look at the replay here. On Dream Street, the kick right to the face connects. And then I think it was a left hook coming up by Garcia that drops and finishes Gutierrez. There it is. Down goes Adrian Gutierrez. And Daniel Garcia is our victor.
Impressive there. Hit him right on the button. Yeah, Gutierrez, you talked about Dream Street. He was dreaming of a big comeback victory. Turned into a nightmare. The official decision after this, right here on Get Down 6. Welcome back to Get Down 6. It has been all about the thunder and lightning inside the cage tonight. Another big knockout. Angelo Trinidad, voice of the Get Down cage, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official decision, your winner by way of knockout 37 seconds into round number 1, Daniel Tenyo Garcia!
What a huge victory there for Garcia as we take a look at the fight recap brought to you by Fletcher Jones Motor Cars.
Here we see Gutierrez eating that left kick. And again, it was the left foot and then the left cross, left hook by Daniel Garcia that finishes the 34-year-old Adrian Gutierrez. Might be the last time we see him here in the Get Down cage.
Gutierrez had such a storied history here in Get Down, 3 big fights, but look at that huge left kick right to the cabeza there and follows up. He could smell blood in the water, that big left hook. Patty standing by with the winner.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Daniel Garcia. Daniel, congratulations. You're the next champ here at Get Down 6. How are you feeling?
I feel great right now. I feel awesome.
I know you're coming all the way from Las Vegas. Is this your first time taking a fight out of state?
No, I've been fighting out of Utah, Canada, and I've been here before. I fought for a title in 135, but that was in my weight class, so I dropped down and I asked for the promoter and he offered me the opportunity, and now I'm here, 125.
What did you think about your opponent? You caught him with a bunch of kicks to the face and he just kept coming forward. Were you surprised?
Yeah, especially with this glove. My base is boxing, and I usually spar with a lot of Muay fighters and kickboxer in House of Rue in Las Vegas, and my advantage is that my hands, because they sometimes come straight forward and they don't move, side to side.
Well, once you caught him with that left hook, he went down. Did you at that moment, did you think he was out, or do you think it was an early stoppage?
No, he couldn't stay after the fight, so I think it was a good stoppage. He was out for a couple of times. Every time he dropped, I would see his eye roll up, and I think it was a good stoppage.
So now you've got 7 amateur fights under your belt. What's next for you? Do you want a title fight?
I think this fight was to qualify for the next title fight in Get Down promotion. I think it's in June 22, and I think I'm going to come down here and see where I'm going from there.
Well, we're excited. Hopefully you'll get that title fight. We'll get to talk to you again here.
Hopefully.
Congratulations. How are you celebrating tonight?
I'm just I'm a relaxing guy. I'm a homebody. I like to be at home and chill.
Well, enjoy the triumph. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Daniel.
All right, dust settles on another huge night of Get Down MMA action. It just seems like this promotion gets hotter and hotter, and tonight did not disappoint. It was a night of dynamic finishes, including our very first fight where it was striker versus grappler. Grappler wins this one. Carl Rollins with the first round rear naked choke victory.
That's right, the Hawaiian came out and was impressive as he defeated Shotokan Karate black belt Joseph Pisano. And then things escalated even more in our second fight as we saw Robert Moreno, who previously held the record for the quickest knockout in Get Down Promotions history, as he was defeated by Matthew Schrader.
Well, you want to talk about quick knockouts, you got to talk about Garrett Whitman. That huge head kick, I believe it was 4 seconds into the first round, and this thing has blown up since Get Down 6. That video of that huge knockout, it's gone viral. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's being shared on YouTube, Twitter. You really can't miss it. 4-second Brazilian kick to the head. Unbelievable.
And then one fight did go the distance. It was Zachary McAllister taking on Maserani, and that one went the distance, but McAllister very dominant throughout.
McAllister was very dominant, but he was in danger there late in the third round as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt Kareem Maserani was attacking the leg, going for the knee bar, switching to an ankle lock, and just Zachary McAllister was really just able to survive that third round attack.
Yeah, almost pulled out some magic there, and of course we got to talk also about our main event, Adrian Gutierrez. He's been such a fixture here at Get Down. A couple big victories before running into the Farmer of Destruction, David Duran. He's a battle-tested veteran. He's a trainer at Tomaselli Academy. I was really hoping to see him bounce back from that loss, but couldn't get it done as David Garcia really took advantage.
Yeah, unfortunate for Adrian. Took a loss tonight, 34 years old. I don't know if this is going to be the last time we're going to see him, but definitely one of the nicest guys you're going to meet. Ends up with a 2-2 record here now at Get Down. Had just dropped weight after that loss to Duran, so it's going to be interesting to see where he goes from here. But as far as Daniel Garcia goes, one impressive knockout over a quality opponent, Adrian Gutierrez.
Oh, sky's the limit now for Garcia. Now, you talked about you don't know if we'll see Gutierrez again. If not, he's got nothing to be ashamed of. But one guy we know that we will see again is Christian the Beast Aguilera. And during this broadcast, we have found out that he will be in the house on June 22nd, back at the Yost Theater. The Beast in action. We don't know his opponent yet. I don't know who can tame the Beast. We'll find out.
It's going to be definitely very interesting with Christian Aguilera returning. Usually in these amateur MMA fights, it's a pick-em fight, but with Christian returning, he's going to be the heavy favorite coming into June 22nd, and it's going to be interesting to see if he can handle the pressure of being the favorite.
And Aguilera, folks, he is on the cusp of going pro, so you want to see him live. Be there June 22nd, because it's great bringing you this great Get Down action at home, but there is nothing like the atmosphere, the experience, the sights, the sounds of being there live in the Yost Theater. So make sure you're there June 22nd, and of course, we'll see you right back here next time on Get Down.